feel like we already living in the book of Eli? You know, the movie with Denzel Washington? I often wonder that as I ride around town and I look at all the madness we got going around us, right? I get it. Sometimes homeless people get pushed up on their luck. And sometimes they just wind up underneath the bridge because life was rough on them. And other times, they really are just crazy. And some homeless people just want to be there because they like shooting dope, because they like smoking crack, because they like the fentanyl rush it gives them until they can't breathe no more and it unalives them, right? But other times, people are just mentally crazy. We have a lot of mentally crazy people running around our society, and mental illness is a big issue. And we ignore it often, and then we get things happen like this. Yeah, we're about to give you another savage. This savage right here, bam, look at him. Savage, savage alert. Woo, 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 woo. Savage alert, Thomas Peralas. This dude is savage on a whole nother level savage. He was already in jail. And guess what? Our judicial system did let this fool out. Once again, our judicial system, as great as it is, right? Releasing criminals while we are supposed to worry about law-abiding citizens who don't follow stupid laws. England, we talking to you. You put a Facebook post that offends somebody, jail. You kill somebody, oh, can't use that word. You unalive somebody, no bail, cashless bail, let him out. They let this fool out, and he did the unthinkable. He unalived this beautiful woman right here because he's just crazy and she's just good-hearted. And guess what? She was also the mother of his children. Annette Valdez, Maria Annette Valdez. She's gone. She's gone. He's still here. She's the mother of his 3 children. That's right. This savage right here. Hear me out. Look at this savage. See the savage? That savage right there took the life of this woman right here who he dated and had children with because he is crazy. And we're not supposed to talk about people who got crazy health issues, mental health issues. Man, this fool should have been sitting in a jail. He was in jail. Had he been in jail, she'd still be alive. Instead, he's alive. She's not. He's going back to jail. He was only home for 2 weeks. They found her body on December 4th. He was arrested on December 5th. He got out of jail at the end of November. This stuff is crazy. I know. But welcome to the Pen and the Shank, the most unusual and unique crime and prison channel experience on YouTube, where we talk about the obscure cases inside prison and outside of prison. We cover all the things that aren't the most popular topics to talk about, but you know, that's what we do. We search the obscure. We talk about the obscure stories. We talk about stories in prison that nobody else ain't talking about. Everybody wants to hear about the gang fights and the Crips and the Bloods. But guess what we talk about? Booty bandits. Anyway, back to the savage. Thomas Peralas, 38 years old. Now he's sitting in jail on first degree unaliving, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with evidence. I'm about to tell y'all exactly what he did, so sit tight and get your popcorn. I don't know. You might want to get your popcorn and your barf bag, because after you eat your popcorn, when I tell you what this savage did, you're going to have popcorn in your mouth, and you're going to have your barf bag, you're going to puke it out. You know what I mean? Because that's just how savage this dude did. Hey, look, he makes the savages on the Book of Eli look like they ain't nothing, because that was a movie, and this is real life. So after he unalives the mother of his children right after he gets out of prison. She doesn't know it, but the judicial system gave him cashless bond or cashless bail, and he just stumbled on out of prison, probably crazy like the zombie that he is, because most of these people, we can see that they crazy. We know that they crazy. Hey, judicial system. Hey, government, you're supposed to protect the law-abiding citizens who pay for the taxes. Aren't we supposed to keep these savages inside the jailhouse? Nah, never mind. We got to be compassionate. Let him out so he could take her life, right? Anyway, back to Thomas Peralas, savage. And listen, I hate when we call these people animals. That's why I call them savages. Animals don't do what these savages do. Comparing these people to animals is a disjustice and an injustice, or whatever word you want to use, to animals. Raccoons and coyotes got more decency than this savage, right? Anyway, so he unalives the mother of his children. She is also very compassionate and understanding him. She had a good heart. And I get it. You got to have a good heart. This is her, the father of her children. She doesn't want to, she doesn't want to shut the door on this dude completely. Of course, she wants to see him get healthy and get better. But in the process of that, instead of keeping him at arm's length, which I'm not sure if she did or didn't do, her family says she's good people, and I believe that she's good people because she let this fool back in. And when he came back in, he did the unthinkable. So let me tell you what he does. He walks around town with her corpse, her body. They can't find it. There's a APV missing alert looking for her, for Annette. He got her the whole time, except she's not alive no more. He's just carrying her from place to place in a shopping cart. That's right. He's walking around with a shopping cart with his ex and his baby's mom's lifeless body in the shopping cart, pushing her around because he don't know what to do. So he's carrying her corpse around from one place to the next while he scurries and scavenges through trash cans. And eventually, after he realizes, wait, this is not something that I can keep doing, I'm going to have to get rid of this body. After he didn't find nothing to eat or nothing worth of value inside the trash can, he decides to put her in the trash can. And so, yes, the cops find her in a trash can. So that's what he thought about the mother of his children, that she was just refuge, trash. Toss her out, right? So what do you think we should do with Thomas Peralas? I know he's only 38 years old. She was only 37 years old. And I don't know how his children feel about him. And I'm very understanding and compassionate towards their feelings. And listen, I think the judicial system should consider his children's feelings. But then now they don't have a mama. He's going to jail no matter what, because the state, even if they show mercy, the state's not going to let this fool out of jail, nor should he be. He's dangerous. They shouldn't have let him out the first time, and we wouldn't be in the situation we're in now. The savage should have stayed in jail. We got to keep savages in jail, y'all. Quit asking for these people. I was in prison for 10 years. They got people in there that never should get out, that are getting out. I'm like, they about to let this dude out? Oh, man, this dude about to do somebody something dirty. Sure enough, the people that I think that about, they get back out and they do somebody something dirty, an innocent person, and then they back in there. They should have just left them in there. You can usually tell the people who are in prison who want to get out and do something good with their life, and they usually do get out and do something good with their life. And they don't keep defending these savages. You know what I mean? Man, she's gone. And now their children are going to have to grow up without a mother and a father. I think they should give this dude the death sentence. What say you? Do you support capital punishment for savages who push bodies around in baskets for days before they decide to throw them in the trash? Like they just trash? Like they just regurgitated food? Man, give me a like and subscribe to the Pen and The Shank, the most unusual, unique crime and prison channel experience on YouTube. Like I said before, man, let's get it. Blah.